Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Coach Bill with Fat Loss Made Easy Solution. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today's Monday, and guys, the last couple of days I've been pretty busy. I've been going to a CCW class to be certified, and I didn't think it ended up being a lot tougher than I thought. It was 16 total hours of office and then on the range work. And boy, I tell you, by 7 hours of straight shooting. When I got done, I felt like I had worked out, had a heavy training exercise day. I was totally beat doing all that because of concentration and positioning and all this stuff. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day so far. Hey, this topic here came up because somebody had a question, and I thought, you know what, I might just turn this into one of my training modules for my online personal coaching clients because it is something that's very, very important, and it's something that we've learned, and science is also backing this up, but we've learned that this is one of the best ways to actually, for our age and for anybody 40 over, even anybody younger than 40, if you're looking to really slow premature aging down or add lean muscle or lose that belly fat, there's certain protocols you've got to go through. But this particular one is very important because there is so much science backing it up. And over the few years now, and Emily and I have been doing you guys know that we do alternate day fasting. I've come up with a new program for those of you that have actually reached your body fat goals, reached your goals on how your body composition looks. And now it's time to start to really dig in and add some more lean muscle and then fine tune and take off some of that excess body fat in areas that are really hard to come off. And I've come up with a program known as a Mediterranean alternate day fasting. You guys know I push alternate day fasting. You guys know I really like the results that not only is Emily and I are getting, not only the seniors are getting, 50, 60, and 70, but even people that have pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes, a fatty liver, or they just want to lose that belly fat. These programs work because, of course, they're designed how science is proving they do work, and that's how our program works. But I got some notes here, and I'm going to talk about why Coach Bill and Emily, and why we promote on your non-fasting day. Now, this is my non-fasting day. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are my non-fasting days. We're doing the Mediterranean style alternate day fasting, which means on my non-fasting days, I'm able to eat more low glycemic starchy foods like sweet potatoes, yams, oatmeal, organic, brown rice, stuff that is basically low glycemic, starchy that I don't normally eat when I'm trying to do a specific thing like losing body fat or getting ready for a photo shoot, or getting ready for summer. You really want to get deep and hard and ready, and so of course you eliminate those starchy carbs. But then when you get to the point to maintain everything, you can add those carbs in, including some of your berries, quarter cup maybe once a week. But you guys have always heard me that follow me that I really push exercising in a fasted state. So this basically is for those of you that are looking to add more lean muscle. You're over 40, 50, 60, or 70, and you want to slow premature aging down as well, just like we do. And so I always push the exercising and fasting because science, and you guys have seen my site. You can go to my YouTube channel, type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it. Go to my Weight Loss Made Easy Solution Facebook group page. You'll see training videos on what I'm talking about when it comes to putting yourself in an environment known as autophagy, when you're exercising in a fasted state. What I mean by a fasted state? Well, if you're doing a 16-hour fast, you're going to exercise before you have your first meal at 16 hours. If you're doing an 18-hour fast, you're going to have your first meal before 18 hours. So on and so on to 20, 24. And why is that? Because of the huge, huge benefits that are involved when you're in that environment known as autophagy. Well, what Emily and I do, what we have found that works for us, especially for our age, and for most all people out there, is we do interval strength training. We don't exercise light. Every body part is going to have a max set to it. So we're going to put our muscles and bones under pressure. Now, what I mean is it's all safe, because we do teach people to be safe. So it's to your ability when it comes to your max set. It doesn't mean to overdo it and blow out a tendon or a ligament. It means that I want you to do it in a safe, which your body is able to do in a max set. And that's why our exercising is based on a range of resistance, 1 to 10. Okay? And so science has been showing for a while now that you're going to produce certain growth hormones. You're going to produce certain growth hormones, muscle growth hormones, when you are fasting in a fasted state. And what's really going to happen is you're going to put yourself in an environment that your growth hormones are going to escalate, and that's going to help you slow premature aging, but also add lean muscle, because in that state you're producing more muscle, new stem cells. The ones you're tearing down are being evacuated, and now you're going to produce new ones. Well, as you age, you don't produce those new ones as much as you should be, because you're not exercising and you're not following a program that gives you the right tools to be able to eat enough micronutrients to give your body a chance to rebuild itself. So I just want to give you a few. Now, the topic, I don't know if I told you the topic or not. I get so involved in talking I forget. The topic of the conversation is veggie protein drink versus a solid protein meal when trying to add lean muscle and lose more of that unwanted belly fat. So the question was, okay, Bill, on your non-fasting day, why is it that you're having a veggie protein drink first thing in the morning before you exercise? What's the difference between me having say 3 fried eggs or 3 scrambled eggs or so forth? Well, I'm going to answer that question in a second. But first of all, I want to give you just a little list of the benefits when you're exercising in a fasted state. Now, what I mean by a fasted state, I mean by true fast. I mean your gut is empty of all foods. Okay, you've given your digestive tract enough time to digest its food and eliminate it through the small intestine, that there's no more food left in the gut to be digested. And so then you probably, say an hour, a half hour, 45 minutes, when you're in that environment, you go to the gym. Now you have a better way, so now you're going to get yourself into that environment where you're going to produce more ketones, and you're going to produce more of the muscle growth hormones, like I'm talking about, growth hormones. But here's just a few of the benefits when you're exercising in a fasted state. You're going to slow premature aging, which is great for seniors. Increase muscle building hormones, growth hormones, up to 2,000% in men and 1,300% in women. There's plenty of research on this proving this. And this is what I mean by those of you that are 40, 50, 60, you're over that age. This applies to you too. You're not Just because you're that age, you can do the same thing with the right tools. It helps the production of ketones, food for the brain, and it is known as rocket fuel for the body. This is what's going to get you through your exercising. This is what's going to get you through the recovery process of flushing out the metabolic waste that you produce when you're exercising. This is going to get you through all that stuff. It puts your body into a fat burning environment. Well, why is that? Well, if you haven't eaten any food for however long, you're going to be burning your own fat for fuel. That's exactly what you're looking to do, right? If you have some excess stored belly fat, well, what's the fastest and best way to get rid of it? Burn it off. That's the best way to do it. It is the best way to naturally detox the body from the environmental toxins you consume throughout the day. It's a natural detoxing mechanism. Now, all this stuff I'm telling you, you can look it up yourself. Go to Google Scholar. Look it up yourself. You should practice that anyway. It helps to regulate high blood glucose levels. This is very important for those of you that are pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetics, or if you've been diagnosed with a fatty liver, or if you're obese. The root cause to why you have those diseases is due to the fact that your insulin is too high and your blood sugar is too high. This is the best way to lower that and get it to a healthy level. Now, this is a big one. Now, science also has proven it helps to balance hormones. That's the root cause, guys. If you're overweight, if you have fat around your belly or your hips or your legs, it's due to an imbalance of a certain hormones that are designed to cause you to have that fat there. You're not going to lose that fat unless you get those hormones balanced. That's the way it is. That's how it all works. And that's what our coaching teaches you, is how to get those hormones balanced naturally, not using medication or any kind of drugs. Now, why am I on my non-fasting days? Now remember, I do alternate day fasting, which means on my non-fasting days, I will have a protein drink at around 6:30 in the morning. And then I won't eat anything for 3, 4, 5 hours. I get to the gym by 11. Now, what I've done here is I've put the research here. The reason why I'm having a veggie protein drink, which is very, very lean, is because of how quickly my body will digest it and then pump in protein that I need after I exercise. You see what I'm saying here? Okay? So you guys have to realize that most of you have a bad gut, and that's because of your lifestyle. That's because of the meals, the processed foods you're eating. If you drink a lot of alcohol, that's because of your gut being sick. You've got bad gut bacteria. Your digestive tract just is not working as efficiently as ours is because we've been doing this for a long, long time. So Emily and I have a very, very healthy gut because we feed it good gut bacteria by what we do. And in that veggie protein drink that I am drinking has massive amounts of live probiotics, B vitamins, and minerals. Did you hear what I just said? I said live probiotics. I didn't say probiotics in a supplement form or a pill form. I'm talking live, and I'll explain what I mean. But we're cramming our gut on a daily basis with good live probiotics. Now remember, this is the other thing you guys got to remember. I probably should have put this on the list. You've also, 80% of your immune system is in your gut. So if you have an unhealthy gut, what kind of an immune system are you going to have? You're going to have a depressed immune system. During these tragic times of the COVID-19, what are the doctors saying on the news? They're saying most people that get COVID-19 or die from it have a depressed immune system. How more clear is that? That's as clear as you're going to get. If you want to prevent yourself from having COVID-19, most of you don't even know you have a sick gut. Most of you don't even know you have a depressed immune system until you get sick or until you get COVID-19. Okay? So why not prevent it today? Change your lifestyle. Go to my drinknatureswater gmail.com and message me and find out what I'm talking about and what I mean. Change your lifestyle. That's how you're going to prevent the diseases like COVID-19, type 2 diabetic, and so forth. But anyway, so I had a question. Somebody wanted to know about why I'm having my veggie protein drink in the morning. It's a lean meal. It's because Emily and I are so rooted in fat adaptation. You can go to my YouTube channel or my Weight Loss Media Solution Facebook group page. You can look at the videos on what fat adaptation means. I'm also ketone adapted. That also is in my YouTube channel or in my Facebook group page that you can join. It will explain what those two mean. But we are so rooted in that, and our guts are so healthy because we drink homemade kefir, and that's what I have first thing in the morning with my veggie protein powder and my Dr. Axe collagen bone protein powder. Is I have homemade kefir, which is it's just a massive amount of live probiotics, not supplements, massive amounts of B vitamins, and massive amounts of minerals. That's what I have. Now, because we are so rooted in fat adaptation and ketone adapted, and our digestive system, our guts are so healthy, I am going to digest that meal, which is a liquid form meal, in about an hour and a half. You see what I'm saying? So I get up first thing in the morning, and I'm going to have my 20 ounces of hydrogen-rich water, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, which is more probiotics, and it's going to help regulate my glucose level in the morning. Your glucose is going to be higher when you wake up in the morning. That's just nature. But I'm going to lower that as quickly as possible by having my apple cider vinegar first thing in the morning, and I'm going to have a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. Then I've just started making my black coffee. I have my first cup of coffee, I would say around 5:30, 5:45, and it's also made with hydrogen-rich water. Then about 6:30, I'm going to have my homemade kefir with my 1 scoop of my powdered veggie protein and 1 scoop of my collagen bone broth protein also. And that's my non-fasting day first meal. I am not going to go to the gym until about 11 o'clock. So how many hours is that? It's about, what, 4.5 hours? That's right. Like I said, remember what I said now, because we are so fat adapted, we are so ketone adapted, that within an hour and a half to 2 hours, I've already digested whatever was in my gut. So by the time I get in the gym, I'm already 2 hours in a fasted state. So most likely I'm already in autophagy. And as I'm training, it's pushing me deeper into ketosis. It's pushing me deeper into autophagy. So what am I doing? I am producing more growth hormones. I am producing more muscle building hormones to add more lean muscle, and I am burning more fat because I have no food in my gut. You see how it works? Now, what if I have a solid meal, say around 6:30? Will I still be in a fasted state when I hit the gym at 11? Yes, I will. Emily will. Anybody who knows what they're doing, or anybody that's fat adapted, rooted, and ketone adapted, most likely within 2 to 3 hours, you're going to have already assimilated that solid fuel. Most of you, though, it's going to take you 5, 6 to 7 hours to digest that food. Okay, so those of you that haven't been doing our primal eating or ketogenic diet, or combining it with intermittent and prolonged fasting, you're not fat adapted and you're not ketone adapted. So, and your gut still isn't healthy. So you are not going to digest your food as quickly as we are, or somebody that's been following the program that I've given them. Okay, you see the difference there? Now, on my fasting days, I don't eat anything. Now, there's different protocols to the fasting days. Some of you guys can do 16 hours. Some of you guys want to do 18. Some of you guys want to do 20. Some of you guys want to do 24. Now, Emily and I, we like the 24 hours. So on my fasting days, I won't have any calories at all for 24 hours until it's time to eat at night. Now, I'm also alternating that with 36 hours, because when you hit the 36-hour mark and you go to the gym and you exercise, man, I mean, your growth hormones are flying, majorly flying. Your endorphins are flying, and boy, it's just a whole different environment. Now, do I do it every week? No. Last week I did 2 days of 36 hours, and then on Saturday I think I did a 20-hour at the gun range that I was at. This week, I'm probably going to do a 20-hour on Tuesdays and on my fasting days. See how I mix it up all the time? But because we're fat adapted and ketone adapted, we're able to digest our food in a short amount of time. Now, let me give you something real quick here. Let me tell you what, I decided to Google this. Let's see, here we go. Let me see where we go here. Where is it at? All right, here we go. I Googled the difference between a veggie protein drink versus like a whey protein drink or a solid meal. And this is what Google says. Plant-based protein offers essential vitamins and nutrients and is easier to digest. It is also kind to the environment. That's why I go to a leaner protein drink, because when I wake up in the morning, I want to put something in my gut that makes it easier for my gut to digest. I don't want to work my gut first thing in the morning. Now, those of you that are older, 40 or 50, 60, 70, big mistake. You don't hydrate good enough all day. You don't drink a gallon of good hydrogen-rich water all day. It's very important. You got to hydrate those organs. While you're asleep, your organs are dehydrated. They're working all night healing. So you wake up first in the morning and you don't have any water, then you've set your whole day of being dehydrated. You got to get up first thing in the morning. You got to have 20 ounces of water to hydrate those organs to get them ready for the day, and then keep hydrating. Big mistakes seniors make. They don't drink enough water. Now, here's another explanation on Google about plant-based or veggie protein drinks first thing in the morning before you exercise. Research has shown that all plants contain protein, and at least 14% of the total calories of every plant are protein. Broccoli contains more protein per calorie than steaks do, and spinach. So, my protein drink has got different vegetables in it, and that's basically what it's saying. Now, I put the research here at the bottom, so if you go to my YouTube, so when I download this YouTube, it will actually, in the description section, this information will be in there. I'm actually going to put my exact protocol or program, what I do first thing in the morning before I go to the gym. Okay? So to answer that person's question that wanted to know why I have my veggie protein powder instead of a solid meal first thing in the morning, is because I personally want to try to be in autophagy before I exercise, deep into autophagy, so I, as a senior, this not just for seniors, this is for you guys too that are younger, but I want to be able to produce, you guys, it's all over science. The amount of growth hormones you're going to produce. If you're really looking to slow premature aging, even if you're 30, if you start right now, and work yourself into a new lifestyle like I'm talking about, and focus on being in certain environments. You don't need to do the same protocol every day. I don't suggest that. You need to do alternate day fastings. You need to do different fasting times. You need to mix it up. And then when you've reached your goals, it's super important you start introducing more of the low glycemic starchy foods into your diet every other day to help you add lean muscle. See, when you get my age, the health professionals seem to think that we're too old to add lean muscle, which is not true. Some of you guys have already seen what Emily and I can do. Today, I've lost 60 pounds. When I was training for competition at 220 pounds, I was lifting flat dumbbells 110, 115 consistently as a max set, 6-7 reps. I dropped 60 pounds. I just today, and I've been on my Mediterranean alternate day fasting now for probably, I don't know, a while now, because I've reached my body fat. I like the way my body fat is. I'm of course going to look to lose more, but today I hit 95-pound flat dumbbell presses, six reps. So I'm getting close now to where I was when I was 60 pounds higher, and it's taken about a year, but that's okay because I want to do it safely. I'm going to let my body tell me when it's time to go up in weights. So I'm almost there, guys. And so what do I always say? Documentation will always overrule conversation. So apparently what we're doing, what Emily and I are doing is apparently working, because I have documentation that shows how Emily and I both are edging up on our strength training. Emily's 65 years old. You have a 65-year-old woman in a gym that's blowing away most guys in a gym. And that's why people are constantly coming up to her and saying, what are you guys doing? How did you get this way? Well, anybody can do it. Anybody can. You just got to change your lifestyle, and you just got to know what you're doing. And that's why we coach this. And you got to be consistent. You can't just do it and sporadically and think, well, that'll work. No, you got to be consistent. You got to set goals. You got to give it a year. You got to do it right. You got to give it a year. You guys will be shocked if you stay consistent and focused for a whole year. After that year's over, you're going to look back and thinking, it didn't take that long. A year's not really that long. But boy, are you healthy? You'll never want to go back. Okay, guys? So guys, I hope you saw some value in this. I am going to use this probably as a training video. So go to my YouTube channel, type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it, or go to my Weight Loss Midi Solution Facebook group page, join it. I'm going to put this video in both places. Hit the description section. The science of what I'm talking about will be in that. Plus, you'll have a breakdown of actually how I do it before I go to the gym and what I do. Okay, guys? So, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Bye.